So joining us now to discuss all the fallout from the Trump team, we've got Blueprint Strategy CEO Antoine Seawright and former Republican Congresswoman Nan Hayworth. So I got to start with the phrase that I have been hearing over and over this week, that this is the worst week of the Trump presidency. Nan, do you agree with that?
No, not at all, Kristen. For one thing, first and foremost, what everybody needs to remember is that the Mueller investigation was meant to seek out evidence of so-called collusion between the Trump campaign and the Russians. There has been no evidence whatsoever of collusion. The Manafort conviction has nothing to do with that topic. The Cohen plea has nothing to do with that topic. So from that standpoint, this was a perfectly fine week for the president.
Antoine,
and indeed, when we talk about... Oh,
Nan.
Go ahead, sorry.
Antoine, I have a feeling that you're going to disagree. What do you say? Worst week of Mr. Trump's presidency?
Well, although it was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad week for the president, my friend on the right-hand side of the aisle is actually right. It's not the worst week because the special prosecutor is not done with his work. But I disagree with her fundamentally that this has nothing to do with the special prosecutor's job. The party of law and order, the Republican Party, are conducting themselves in a manner by which they believe that he is supposed to ignore crimes as he continues his work that he comes across along the way. That's not true. The bad part about this week for President Trump, the fact that his personal attorney, someone he has been loyal to and has been loyal to him for years, went down. So Lord knows what may happen as a result of that. And so the worst could be to come for the president.
Certainly. And Nan, out of all the things that happened this week, the Manafort conviction, the Cohen plea, the immunity deals for the CFO of the Trump Organization and the head of the National Enquirer, out of all those things, which of them should concern President Trump and this White House the most?
Well, I think it's all a matter of how the president continues to basically do his job in the face of the continual cavilling by most of the mainstream media. Mr. Cohen's plea,
here we go,
the involvements of Mr. Weisselberg and Mr. Pecker, they were given immunity. That happened quite some time ago. And in fact, nothing has emerged except that the president used his own money to provide for certain expenses, which he is perfectly entitled to do. That's not a violation of anything, Antoine. But go ahead, Antoine.
That's not true.
And then I have one more thing to say.
What emerged after this week was we confirmed what most of us already knew, that the president is a liar. First, he did not know who Stormy Daniels was. Then there was no payments. And then it didn't come from the campaign account. So we keep moving the ball down the field. Actually, we keep moving the lies along the way. And so for his supporters and for the people who have been drunk from the Kool-Aid for all this time about one simple thing like Stormy Daniels, the truth has come out. And we do not know what other truths may come out, i.e. whether his campaign colluded with Russia, whether he knew anything about it. He did not know about the Don Jr. meeting. We found out because of the special prosecutor's work that he does know. And so the bottom line is it's important for the special prosecutor to keep his work and keep this investigation going until we get to the bottom of what we all want to know.
Nan, I'm going to give you the last word here.
Thank you, Kristen. What the public should be doing is reading Paul Sperry's incredible blockbuster report in Real Clear Investigations about how the Obama-era FBI and Justice Department, James Comey, Loretta Lynch, Peter Strzok, systematically ignored all the signals from the discovery of 600,000 emails on Anthony Weiner's laptop that were not. They lied about it. Those are the lies, Antoine. They lied and said they investigated those emails. They did not. And they did not in a way that was systematically pursued point by point. This piece in Real Clear Investigations is an indictment of that process, and that's what needs to be investigated.
All valid points, but that does not negate the fact that the special counsel now has 6 guilty pleas and 1 conviction, and we have a whole nother trial, the Manafort trial, coming up next week. We got to leave it there.
Not to mention,
none of which has to do with collusion.
Not to mention, we're just getting started. And Nan, I hear you on the cute talking points, and you've done a good job of rehearsing the talking points. But the special prosecutor's not done, so just sit back, put on your seatbelt, and let's enjoy the ride.
Antoine, Nan, thank you so much. I got to leave it there. Got to leave it there. Thanks so much.